Let's show you what I have here in the hardening off area. We have pak choy, Chinese cabbage, Copenhagen, and golden acre cabbage here. We also have a whole bunch of onions. There are 2 different kinds in here. There are some red onions, and these are Oneida onions. What I plan on doing with these cabbages this year is I plan on putting them on the corner of each bed in here. I'll explain more about that later. And then these ones are going to go undercover somewheres. I haven't decided exactly where I'm putting these yet, but let's get started with the cabbage. Today is the day after Mother's Day. I've been in Portugal having an amazing time with great friends. It's late spring here in Atlantic Canada. It's almost hotter than Portugal here today. For my mother and all the mothers out there, thank you for everything, and thank you for passing down the love of gardening. Cheers. We have a bunch going on over the next few days. We picked up some T-posts. We're going to start extending the garden here. The garden is going to be 50 by 30 feet wider than it is right now. We're going to work on that. And I also picked up some compost from a local supplier here in Atlantic Canada. This is kale. Not sure what it's doing in there. This was an old thyme. It's starting to come back here, but I don't think I think I'll go put that in the other garden. I can stay there as long as it wants. If it wants to grow, yay. Isn't today just a beautiful day? I'm just so happy to be back. I've been in Portugal for the week. Last minute trip. I'm grateful to friends of mine to be able to include me and another great friend that could come last minute. So I had a really great time. Portugal's amazing. I'll throw up some photos here of my favorite places. Oh, I wish you guys could smell this. This is thyme here. I can't seem to keep the clover out of it, so I'm trying to get ahead of it today. What you have to say for yourself, Mr. Murphy? I know I got some dirt on my head. 35 onions from one 3.5 inch by 3.5 inch pot. I think that's pretty successful. I got a little ahead of myself here. Planting the Chinese cabbages and the bok choy. I think this is bok choy. Those are prone to flea beetles. So I think that if I kind of put them around the garden, similar to what I'm doing with the cabbage. I think that that'll end up being good for the plants because the pests are going to have a hard time finding them. So I finished up the onions here in behind the yarrow, and I put in 2 Chinese cabbages here, and I put a couple cabbages in around here, over there. And now I'm taking a break and I'm going to, oh, okay, so all of that is actually, all of the stuff that I just planted, that I just showed you in the garden that look like this, are actually Chinese cabbage. This is pak choy. This I want to plant under here. Now that I've made room, I can put the tomatoes out here. There, these will be out here until we plant them. Good morning. I just finished planting the rest of the carrots. I did 2 types of carrots in that bed, which were rainbow carrots and scarlet nantes. And in the other bed, we did, I can't remember. I just did it yesterday. We've taken a second and put the compost bags in the beds where we want them. We just have to go and open them up. So we have this bed right here, which will be our tomatoes. And we have another bed here, which will be tomatoes. And I had 1 bag of compost left, so I'm putting it in that bed over there. This bed here, I'm going to do the exact same thing as I did last year, which is going to be our San Marzanos in that bed. And this bed will probably have 1 or 2 of each type we have. And then I'll just do random tomatoes everywhere for the last ones. We have a few cherry tomatoes that we won't need any trellising for. So I'm going to put those probably in here, a few of those, because this is where we sit most of the time. So that'll be wonderful. And then we just have, what's left over here are these red onions. Do you see how these onions are not just a sprout, they're also a bulb on the bottom? I have never had that happen before. I'm so happy with it. And the way in which you can plant them, because they do have that bulb on there, is you see here, see right there. So those are going to be amazing onions come the next couple of months.